Right. So these are some of the binary tree properties. This is very clear. The first property, very important property. Sometimes you need to derive these properties also. Right. The first property, what he is saying is every binary tree with n elements. Element is nothing but node. Don't get confused that every binary tree with n nodes, that is n greater than 0, has exactly n minus 1 edges. This is very clear. Let me give an example on this. So for example, if you take 3 nodes in a binary tree, right? This is one node which I am labeling it as A, and this is another node which I am labeling it as B. You can draw the another node as the right child of A like this, right? Or else you can draw the same binary tree like this also, B and C. Or else this is a binary tree and you can draw another configuration like A, the left child is B, and then you go for the right child. This is also a binary tree, right? Otherwise you can draw like this also. A, right child is having the node as B and it can have C. Another combination, A, right child as B and C as the right child of B. So these are all the different configurations we have for drawing a binary tree. You consider any binary tree. Here the number of nodes, we can represent it as n. N is equal to 3. Why? Because you have 3 different nodes, that is A, B and C. In any diagram, out of these 5 diagrams, you can observe that the number of edges, if n is equal to 3, is nothing but 2. Right? If you take this diagram, we have 2 edges. Similarly, if you take this diagram, we have 2 edges. Similarly, this one, 2, all these figures are having edges as n minus 1. Right? So, for example, if I draw another binary tree with n is equal to 4. Let me draw this also. So this is one node, and this is another node, and this is another node, and this is another node, right? So what is the total number of nodes we have here? We have n is equal to 4, A, B and C and D, right? So how many edges we have? We have 3 edges. Therefore the number of edges is n minus 1. So this formula is very important, where it says that in a binary tree, if we have n nodes, then the number of edges is equal to n minus 1, right? So this is one of the important property. And the second property, which is more important than the first property, it says that if a binary tree is having a height h, then it can have at least h nodes and at most 2 power h minus 1 elements, right? Rather than you remember the first formula like this, a binary tree of height h where h greater than or equal to 0, you can observe the difference between these two things, right? Here we are stressing that h greater than or equal to 0, but here we are saying that h greater than 0. This formula is very important. Both of them are equal only, but since we represent the root node is situated at height 0, then this formula is applied, right? Most of the things where you will solve the previous gate examination questions, you have to treat the root node is present at the height h is equal to 0 only, and for the next levels you have to go on incrementing it by 1, right? So you consider this second formula only. Even though you consider this h greater than or equal to 0, it remains the same. It's not a issue, right? So for example, if you consider this property is very important, that h greater than 0, the height of the binary tree is greater than 0, then at least h plus 1 nodes should be there in the binary tree, right? We'll see what is at least h plus 1 and we'll see what is at most 2 power h plus 1 minus 1. These two properties are very, very important. Let me give some clarity with an example. Right. So let me take a tree A. I'm taking a binary tree B and C. Right. And one more thing, A, B, C. Let me take one more combination of these three nodes, right? This is also a possible combination, the last figure, where B is the left child of A and C is the right child of A, right? So if you consider this diagram, figure 1, this is figure 1 and this is figure 2 and this is figure 3. If you consider the first figure, what is the height? Here the root node is A. I am saying that the root node should always be present at height 0. We treat the root node is present at height 0 and the successive levels will have, we need to increment it, right? So B is present at height 1 and C is present at height 2, right? So what is the height of this tree? The entire tree's height is nothing but the maximum height, right? What is the maximum depth here? We have h is equal to 2, right? So at least how many nodes we have if height is equal to 2? These are the minimum number of nodes we can draw, right? So if h is equal to 2, we have 3 different nodes, that is nothing but h plus 1, right, which is equal to 3, right? If you draw one more diagram like this, A, B, C and D. So what is the height of this tree? Here h is, A is at 0, this is 1 and this is 2 and this is 3, right? So if h is equal to 3, we have at least, how many nodes here are present here? We have 4 nodes, right? Therefore the number of nodes, at least it should have h plus 1, that is equal to 4 nodes. So by this we can have the clear idea of what is the relationship between the height and nodes. This particular formula is very important. You should be very clear about the relationship between the height and the nodes, right? You may be asked a question like, if a binary tree is having a height of 5, right? If a binary tree is having a height of 5, therefore h is equal to 5, right? What can be the minimum number of nodes it can accommodate? This is one type of question he may be asked, right? You may be asked, right? So what is the minimum number of nodes you can have? That is, you apply this formula. Minimum means nothing but at least. Minimum is nothing but at least. Therefore you apply this formula. So the minimum number of nodes it can have is h plus 1, that is 5 plus 1, which is equal to 6. So you may be given options like 6, 7, 8, 9. You have to pick the correct answer, right? So this is the relationship between the given height and the minimum number of nodes, right? Now we will go to the other part, that is, if the height is given, what is the maximum number of nodes it can have, right? So for a maximum number of nodes, that binary tree should be treated as a full binary tree. Full binary tree means every node should have maximum 2 children, right? It cannot, any node in the tree cannot have 1 children. If you consider any node is having 1 children, we cannot treat it as a full binary tree. In order to consider it as a full binary tree, the tree should have either 0 or 2 children, right? So let me take an example to give an idea or to give a relationship between h and maximum nodes, right? So you may be asked a question like, if the height of the binary tree is assumed to be 6, what can be the maximum number of nodes that can be included in the binary tree? Maximum number of nodes means you should completely fill that binary tree, right? That means you have to consider it as a full binary tree, right? So let me take an example. Full binary tree means every node should have 0 or 2 children, right? So this is a node which is root. If it is having a left child, it should have the right child. Therefore, I am saying that every node should have 2 children or 0 children. It cannot have 1 children, right? You take this thing, right? C, and let us take one more level, right? This is D. But if B is having the left child, it is mandatory that you should have the right child also, like this. For example, you take one more thing, C, F, and G, right? What is the height of this tree? Here the root is taken as 0 and here it is taken as the next level as height is equal to 1, and the height of this binary tree is 2, right? Now let us check whether the given formula is true or not. What is the maximum number of nodes a binary tree can accommodate if height is equal to h? he is giving the formula as 2 power h plus 1 minus 1. This is very important formula. You got many questions on this particular formula in the previous GATE examinations, right? So 2 power h plus 1 minus 1 is the formula. Let me check, right? 2 power 2 plus 1 minus 1, that is 2 power 3 minus 1, that is 8 minus 1, that is equal to 7. Let me check whether it is satisfying or not. How many nodes are there? A is 1 node, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So it is satisfying the property, right? So we cannot conclude that this is satisfying the properties. H is equal to 2 and the maximum number of nodes are 7. We cannot say it, right? Let me take one more level. That means let me go to the next level, that is height is equal to 3. Maximum number of nodes means all the nodes should have 2 children, right? This is the possibility. This is the only possibility to have maximum nodes, right? So let me check. For example, in this particular scenario, we have h is equal to 3 and the maximum number of nodes is, you put this h, you include this h in this formula, 2 power 3 plus 1, that is 2 power 4 minus 1, that is 16 minus 1, that is equal to 15. Let me check whether 15 is satisfying or not, right? So the number of nodes in this binary tree is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15, right? So 15 nodes are present. Therefore, the maximum number of nodes are 15, which is very much true. If you go one more level, it's not a problem, right? Let me check. Where height is equal to 4. And this is having 2 children, this is having 2 children, like that, 2, 2, 2. Up to this level, we have 15 nodes, right? So let me include this in the formula. 2 power 4 plus 1, that is 2 power 5. 2 power 5 is 32. 32 minus 1, that is 31, right? Let me check. Up to here, we have 15, right? And this is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, right? So our particular formula, the relationship between h and the maximum nodes, like h and 2 power h plus 1 minus 1 is satisfying for the values of h is equal to 2, h is equal to 3, h is equal to 4 and so on. So according to mathematical induction formula, you can conclude that this particular formula, that is the relationship between h and maximum nodes, is satisfying for all the values of h. So this is the relationship between height and maximum nodes. We have given a clear example on the relationship between the height and the minimum nodes, right? Similarly, in the first property, we have given the relationship between the number of nodes and the number of edges. This is very important point. If n is the number of nodes, the number of edges will be n minus 1. And coming to the relationship between h and minimum elements or minimum nodes, we have, if the binary tree is having a height h, the minimum number of elements that can be accommodated is h plus 1, and if height is h and the maximum number of nodes that can be accommodated is 2 power h plus 1 minus 1, right? So very important properties of binary trees, and this is another important property. Right? This is what we have discussed in the previous slide, right? This is the minimum number of elements. Minimum number of elements means you have to take it as either a skewed binary tree, that is a left skewed binary tree, or it can be a right skewed binary tree also. Not an issue, right? But if you want to consider a maximum number of elements, then what you have to do is you have to consider it as a perfect binary tree. This is the difference between full binary tree and perfect binary tree. Just give me a minute. So there is a difference between a perfect binary tree and a full binary tree. We'll discuss it in the coming slides. That's not an issue. Now the third property of the binary tree is giving a relationship between what is the relationship it is mentioning? Then have a look at this. The height of a binary tree that contains n elements where n greater than or equal to 0 is at least this formula, right? Log n plus 1 base 2 and at most n, right? In the second property, The second property, we are giving a relationship between the height and the number of nodes. Height h and number of nodes. In the second property, we are giving the correlation between the height and the number of elements. But in the third property, you can clearly observe that we are giving a relationship between number of nodes and h. So if number of nodes is given, what is the height? What is the minimum height a binary tree can have? What is the maximum height a binary tree can have? So these formulas are very important. You probably will get some questions on this. Let me check this formula, right? For example, you take this minimum number of elements, 3. Here n is equal to 4. N means the number of nodes. If n is equal to 4, what can be the minimum height? Right, what can be the minimum height? That is log n plus 1 base 2. That is log 4 plus 1 base 2. And you can observe that there is a ceiling factor here, right? Ceiling means we have to take the upper formula, upper level, right? So what we know what is log 4 base 2, which is nothing but 2. So if we add 1, we have log 5 base 2, which is greater than, we will get some points, right? Decimal 2.2, something like that. What is the seal of this 2.2? Which is nothing but 3, right? So what is the minimum height we have? Minimum height means you have to take the maximum number of elements, right? So here the height is equal to 3. For example, you take this one, it is height 0 and it is 1 and it is 2 and this is 3, right? Therefore, if we have n is equal to 4, we have at least log n plus 1 base 2 height and at most n. For example, if you take n is equal to 5, right? You consider this one. You draw one more node like this. In such case, what is the height of this one? This is 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So it is n is equal to, or height is equal to 5, right? So this is how the relationship between a binary tree, number of nodes of a binary tree and the height of a binary tree is correlated, right? So as I told that there exists a one type of binary tree which we call it as a full binary tree, right? We look at what a full binary tree is, right? So this is a height 4 full binary tree. The definition of the full binary tree says that a full binary tree is a tree in which every node other than leaves has 2 children, right? So you can observe from this given diagram that every node other than leaves, the leaves are at the last level, right? This one is leaf, this one is leaf, and all these things which are present at the last level are leaves. The nodes which are other than leaves should have, it is mandatory, they should have 2 children. Therefore, this node is having 2 children, this node is having 2 children, this node is having 2 children. Similarly, these internal nodes, we call this with a special name called as internal nodes. All these internal nodes have 2 children, right? And all the leaves are having 0 children. That's what a full binary tree is, right? So it is also called as proper binary tree or 2 tree, right? Let me give a difference between a proper binary tree and a full binary tree. There is a simple difference. So a full binary tree is saying that a tree, every node in the tree should have 2 children other than leaves. For example, I draw this diagram. This is A and this is B and this is C, this is D and this is E. So according to the definition of full binary tree, the internal nodes such as A and B are having 2 children. A is having B and C as 2 children and B is having children as D and E. And the leaves D, E, C are having 0 children. It is satisfying the property of full binary tree. Therefore, this is a full binary tree. But in order to make it as a proper binary tree, what we have to do is we have to add one more condition in addition to the full binary tree, that every node should have 2 children other than the leaves. we have to add one more constraint saying that all the children should end at same level, right? For example, if you look at this figure, the children's are the leaves are ending at the leaves D and E are ending at level 2, right? As I told that this is level 0 and this is level 1, and this leaf which is C is ending at level 1. So this accepts the constraints for full binary tree. This is an example for full binary tree. But a proper binary tree, in addition to the full binary tree, it should satisfy the property, or it should satisfy the constraint that all the leaves should end at the same level. So this is not a proper binary tree. In order to make it as a proper binary tree, what you have to do? You have to add 2 more children. You cannot add 1 children. If you add 1 children, it is not satisfying the property of full binary tree also, right? So you have to add 2 more children like this. So every internal node is having 2 children. This is satisfied, which is nothing but the property of full binary tree. And every child node, or every leaf node, not child node, sorry, every leaf node is ending at the same level only, which is nothing but the constraint of a proper binary tree, right? This is the difference between a full binary tree and a proper binary tree, right?